Yeah, alright. This is Hue lines. Like Hue circles, but I've given a little application as well. Now, here's the program, Webcam Capture, and it finds the lines. Pretty neat, huh? Now, the different colors are the different widths of line. Now, mind you, this is going really choppy and slow because my computer sucks. So if yours doesn't, this would probably work better for you. So let's find something that's square here, like my phone. And the red lines, I have a long length, blue lines have a medium length, and green lines have a short length. So I can find the phone pretty well. And, in all honesty, if I keep it stable enough through the image, or a faster image, or a better webcam, which I have, maybe I should have gotten that one out for this, it tracks it pretty well. That's pretty cool. So let me show you how to do this. First thing to do in the setup is we have our form, a picture box, and a timer. The basics of the basics. The timer is set to 10, although it doesn't really go that fast, and enabled is always set to true. So now first thing we gotta do is import our Emgu.CV stuff. And if you don't have that installed or know how to install, I'll link a video to show you how to do webcam capture with the installation of Emgu.CV. Okay. So the first thing we do is we import our standard Emgu.CV stuff, and then we define a captures as a new captures for our webcam. Nice and simple. Now, timer tick. Whenever the timer tick happens, the first thing we're going to do is define 3 images. The first image, image 0, is going to be a gray image retrieving a gray frame, which is a grayscale frame, from the camera. The second image, or image number 1, is retrieving a BGR frame, or a color frame, from the camera. And then images 2 is also a gray frame that's taking the first gray image retrieved from the camera and making it canny. What does canny look like? Well, let me show you. Canny looks like this. White and black. And edge finder, really. That's what canny is edge finding. So, put that back to that again. Okay, so now, after we do our canny, we run the Hue lines binary code. Now, there's also regular Hue lines, like, for instance, images 2.Hue lines and Hue lines binary. Now, what you can do is skip the canny step and do Hue lines, and then the canny threshold and I lost it. It's called linking. I remember that. Yeah, canny threshold and threshold linking, which is these two guys right here. You put into the Hue lines, and that takes the place of the canny. It does both of them at once. That's pretty cool. But I figured I'd break it up for you so it's easier to understand what's going on. So here is I defined these variables just out of the program just to show you what a good standard starting value would be, because I didn't have any starting values when I was messing with this, and I just had some numeric up-down boxes and just kept messing with it until I found it. Anyways, I don't know what that is, so I'm not going to worry about it. Threshold, this, if it's a low number, it makes a lot of lines. And MinLineWidth, this is the edge that it's going to be looking for. How many pixels wide is that edge, or how many maximum pixels wide can the edge be? Linegap is if there is a break in the line, how many pixels can it jump before the line can continue and still be counted as a full line. If this is too high, like 10 is stretching it, anything over 10 is you'll get lines everywhere. It's just crazy. And then theta resolution, I found, is just a good, always keep it at 180, because then that's like your angle, how far angle-wise can you go. So 180 is a good choice for that. And since it's Math.PI divided by 180, it's good to mention that this is done in radians, not degrees. That's why the Math.PI. Anyways, now we get on to the rest of the code. Once I have my lines defined as line segment 2Ds, which are EMGU lines, and that's basically all they are. If I have more than 0 lines, then for each line that I find, if the line length is above 10 and below 30, then I draw the lines at the index with a green. And then similarly, if it is above 30 and below 60, I draw it with a blue. And if it is above 60, I draw it with a red. And 3 here is just the line width, and that's about it. That's pretty simple, and then I stick it to the bitmap. Now, before you use this program, it is important to note that YouTube, and this is on a lot of my videos, YouTube will not allow the character greater than nor less than. So I'm going to put a little thing here, greater and less than. So just so you know to fix those, and that should probably actually be equal to. So it goes up to 30, and this one starts at 30, and then up to 60, equaling 60. So therefore you're not missing the 30 and 60 length lines. So anyways, that's Hough lines, and they're pretty cool, I think. You could do some fun stuff with this. I mean, it's not bad, right? Yeah, pretty cool. You can actually have some fun with that.